I still see the names on the paper when I close my eyes. They weren't the names of the dead students from 50 years ago. They were the names of my friends and mine. The air inside the old Northwood High was thick and cold, smelling perpetually of dust and decaying laminate. It had been shuttered since 1974, officially due to budget cuts, unofficially due to rumors that kept local families away. My friends, Kyle, Maya, and Leah Mondai, were urban explorers, and Northwood was the white whale of local abandoned spots. We broke in just after midnight, using a loose panel near the cafeteria loading dock. The first hour was thrilling. We wandered through the gym, its floor buckled and warped like a dried-up lake, and the science labs, where dusty skeletons sat patiently in chairs. The fear was a fun, manageable rush. School felt ancient, defeated, and empty. Our destination was the administrative wing. It was the part of the school that felt the most preserved, almost like the principal had just stepped out for coffee. We wanted to find the old records, maybe some vintage yearbooks. We slipped into the principal's office. It was darker here, the windows high and narrow. The desk was a heavy scarred walnut, and we immediately saw the prize. A black, leather-bound folder lying open near the blotter. "Jackpot," Kyle whispered, shining his small flashlight onto the open page. It was an old detention roster. Laminated in thick plastic, it listed student names, offenses, and dates in neat vintage typewriter font. We scrolled through the years, laughing at offenses like improper sock length and unauthorized gum chewing. Then Maya gasped. The date at the top of the current sheet wasn't 1974. It was October 31st, 2025. The hair stood up on my arms. "That's not right," Liam murmured, his voice tight. "That's ... today." The roster was mostly blank, except for a few lines at the very bottom. These lines were filled in with neat, unnervingly perfect cursive handwriting, done in sharp black ink. Student name, Kyle, R. Offense. Unauthorized entry. Date, October 31st, 2025. Student name, Liam's offense. Destruction of property. Date, October 31st, 2025. Student name, Maya V. Offense. Loitering. Date, October 31st, 2025. My heart was hammering against my ribs. Kyle was sweating, his face pale in the flashlight beam. "This is a joke," he choked out. "Someone else was here." I knelt closer, fighting the nausea creeping up my throat, and realized there was one final empty line on the paper. As I looked, the tip of a fountain pen slowly, deliberately dipped down from above the sheet right to the final line. It was held by something I couldn't see, just an empty space above the paper, and yet the pen was clearly there. The sound of the nib scraping across the old paper was the loudest thing I had ever heard. Student name, T. Miller. My name. Offense, trespassing. Date, October 31st, 2025. The ink dried instantly, dark and final. We didn't look up, didn't wait. We moved as a single panicked animal, scrambling over the desk and crashing through the office door, leaving the roster behind. As we sprinted down the administrative corridor, the silence that had felt safe before now felt predatory. The old fluorescent lights in the hallway, which we hadn't touched, flickered on, one by one, clicking and buzzing behind us like a slow-moving timer. We reached the main foyer, our escape route to the loading dock just ahead. That's when we heard the sound from the main staircase. It was a slow, heavy footfall, not like a person running, but like someone calmly pacing. Clump, ... clump. The sound resonated through the massive, empty building. It wasn't the sound of an intruder. It was the sound of someone whose authority was absolute. Liam, the fastest runner, slammed into the exit door. The panel we had pried open earlier was now bolted shut from the outside. Then, a voice came over the ancient school intercom. It wasn't distorted static or a child's wail. It was a clear, stern, utterly composed man's voice. Kyle R. Liam S. and Maya V.T. Miller. The voice announced, drawing out our names slowly like a principal reading the morning announcements. Your tardiness in reporting to detention is duly noted. The pacing sound stopped. It had to be right on the second-floor landing, directly above us. Detention will be held in the boiler room. Please report immediately. Class dismissed. We didn't wait to see what would come down those stairs. We found a heavy steel maintenance cart and threw it against the emergency exit glass, shattering it. We tumbled out into the cold night air, never looking back. We never reported what happened, and we never told anyone about the names on the roster. But 2 weeks later, Liam's uncle, a retired contractor, told him a story about Northwood. The school never closed because of budget cuts. It closed because the principal, Mr. Hawthorne, had an unhealthy obsession with order and disciplinary action. They found him dead in his office chair 2 days after he was scheduled to retire, still holding the pen he used for the detention slips. I check my front door every night, making sure it's double locked. Because every now and then, late at night, I hear a muffled clump, ... outside. And I wonder if Principal Hawthorne finally finished his shift and is coming to make sure his final 4 students have shown up for class.